Okay, before we get into the life update, I had to stop by an estate sale. So that's where we're at. That is where we are currently at. Okay, switching to phone. 3, 2. Very interesting what you find in these places. Like, it's literally people's whole lives just now for sale. I have no idea where I am. Thank you. My goodness. Okay, we did it. We are here. We're in a car. We're recording. We're nervous, but we're fine. I did all the things I could possibly do before finally filming this video. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Okay, hi. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my life. I wanted to film this video because I haven't really filmed like a video period, let alone like a life update, in quite a while. I recently uploaded a video where I tracked my menstrual cycle for an entire month. I actually, fun fact, filmed that last year in August. I actually wasn't even gonna post it. I was just gonna trash it because I started editing it and I don't know, I just wasn't happy with it. But that's, if I've learned anything with being on YouTube and like creating videos on the internet or just creating period, is that you're not gonna like it in the beginning and you just have to like trust the process and like, you know, finesse it. Then of course, by the end of it, when I revived it again months later, I was like, wait, there's actually something so good here. I can't believe I was just gonna like let it go to waste. But yeah, a lot has happened since filming that video. A lot has happened since the last time I posted like an life update video, a mental health check-in. I don't really know what I'm gonna call this video. I just felt like I needed to do this again. I've been writing a lot in my journal. I've been posting a lot about that on my Instagram. And like, I've just been really in my writing and journaling era. I'm still in like my therapy era. I'm still going to therapy consistently and it's been going well, and at the same time, I'm also going through a lot of just like shamble eras. Is it though? It's not. I'm fine. Everything is good. I'm just like, there's so much going on. There's so much change. Honestly, your late 20s is like so mean. Okay, like, why is everybody here now? Anyways, I'm in the Target parking lot. Like, of course, people are gonna be here. I don't even know where to start. I didn't plan anything. I tried planning, like, this video. I've tried planning videos, bro. It doesn't work for me. The last, like, big video I have in my brain is the one where I quit my full-time job. And, yeah, that was fun. I quit my job in August of last year. Like, that was... Like, I remember, I think my last day was, like, August 1st or something. So, it's been August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. It is April right now. So, it's been 5, 6, 7, 8 months already. It feels like it was just yesterday, but it's also felt like it's been so long since then. Gosh. I did quit my job. I'm still, like... not at my job. Oh, ew, it's not even my job anymore. That's how like twisted this shit is. Like, I worked there for almost 6 years, so of course I was like so just accustomed to calling that my job and like my workplace and my work, you know. because I was just there for 40 hours of every week for 6 years. Like, of course, my brain, like, just been an adjustment in that sense. So I honestly, like, after I quit, I gave myself so much time to just do nothing. I really think my brain and body needed that, and I didn't know what to do with myself after that. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. If you've like recently quit your job or gone through like a career change, it's so just like jarring to your routine. And as someone that values their routine and like having somewhere to be or something to do every single day, like that, I thrive off of that. Kind of just doing an abrupt stop to that was so hard for me. In my menstrual cycle video, you actually, like, that's right after I quit my job. Like, I was just living off my land, living off my savings, and just like not worrying about getting a job. I was applying even before I quit my job to other jobs, but I knew that I didn't want to just like go to a different company where I was going to do the exact same thing. I think I was just going through so much depression. Like, I go through depression and anxiety just on a regular basis, and when you mix in the fact that I'm now going through such a big life change where my stable income is no longer coming in, and, you know, all those things of just what to do with all this free time. I was just having such an existential crisis. I still am. I think I will always be going through that. That's just like what I've learned about myself, is that I really value like my purpose. I really want to find that. I really, you know, I'm always thinking about that. Like, is what I'm doing serving that purpose, or is it not? You know, just blah, blah, blah. It's honestly a mind fuck sometimes, because I'm just having a revelation about constantly thinking about your purpose isn't going to solve that purpose. Like, you might set your mind on something, but you really don't know if that's it until you try it, until you practice it every single day, until you like really give it time and patience. And I think I'm just realizing that I've been thinking about it a lot, but have I been like trying things out? No. Anyways, sorry, I'm like lacking eye contact because there's so much going on. So, I mean, not really, but I'm just like, I'm in public. After months of that, I think I had, again, just a reality check where I was like, I have so much experience in this field. Like, instead of making it so hard for me to jump ship and completely change like what industry I work in, which was honestly harder than I realized. Like, I thought it would be so easy to just get another job at like a retail store even. It is so hard out here. I'm sure you guys know already. The economy, it's the world where, unfortunately and also fortunately, like living in, everything is changing. I honestly, let me tell you guys a fucking secret. It's not even a secret. I literally applied to Target and I got denied. I didn't get hired. And that's not saying like I'm like amazing, but I'm just saying it's so much harder than people realize, I think. You know, like older generations, I hear them talk like it's, you know, I hear them say, like, just get a job. This generation is lazy. They don't want to work. Yes, I do. Trust me, I love money. But I think that shit is dying. You see it. That's why everybody's learning to do so many other things and, like, learning about passive incomes and starting their own YouTube channels and, you know, being content creators, because things just don't pay the same, and it's also not as, like, simple as it used to be. Anyways, sorry. Went on a huge tangent. All that to say, I actually reached out to my old network and was like, hey, I'm looking for some freelance opportunities. Let me know if there's, you know, anything. I reached out to my LinkedIn community. Okay. It's honestly so dystopian on LinkedIn sometimes, and I get it, but then I'm also like, fuck, it actually has helped me get all the opportunities I currently have. So anyways, you know, take it with a grain of salt. If you need to be a LinkedIn influencer or a LinkedIn creator or be posting on LinkedIn, do it, babe. Nobody else is paying your bills. I am freelancing, but I'm also like kind of a regular contractor employee. I started there November. So honestly, I was only unemployed for August, September, and October for 3 months. And honestly, I was like kind of losing my mind in that time. Like, I would have loved to just have worked part-time in that time, because not having a job, like being fully unemployed, it has its perks, but it also has its, cons, where you're like constantly clocking how much everything costs, and you realize that everything costs money, to do your laundry, to eat, it's like duh. But when you have a full-time job, I think and like a nice salary, I was operating differently. I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like I wouldn't have money so constantly on my mind. This is maybe sounding so privileged. I understand I am very privileged to have had that experience and have had that ability. It's definitely different. I'm not working as much and I'm not getting paid as much. I honestly tend to focus on the negative and be like, no, I'm still in this like industry that I don't want to be in, so I need to get out, and constantly looking for like better ways to change, ways to better my life, ways to be better, ways to better my job. Like that's great. At the same time, I think it's so important, and I've realized that I've been lacking the gratitude aspect. Honestly, these days, like being on social media for like 30 minutes can send you down a spiral. If you're just mindlessly scrolling or like kind of in a low period or looking for dopamine, these things are naturally happening in our bodies and our minds. I think it's going to affect you. It's so important to like really take care of yourself and proactively be taking care of your mind and your body. Even with my years of therapy and my years of like talking about this online and making videos, I still have to relearn these things constantly. And that's what I mean by proactively and actively. You can't just be like, okay, I am aware and I am done learning. No, babe. The other big thing that changed with me quitting my job, the reason I'm honestly filming this in my car is because my living situation has recently changed. My last apartment, I absolutely loved it. Like, oh my God. It's so beautiful, so gorgeous and amazing. I lived there for a little over a year. I know it seems like I'm always moving. I am. That was the longest I had lived in an apartment in LA. I signed a lease for that apartment when I was still at my last job, full-time, getting salary. And that was the main reason I was able to lease that apartment, because it was quite expensive. Full transparency, it was $1,750, so $1,750 each month. So I was honestly able to like live comfortably in that apartment with my last job, but it also came to the point where I was like, I will figure it out. If I do have to eventually move, like I'll do that. Once I had realized that I only wanted to work the amount of time that I wanted to work and really take that other time to focus on what I want to do, I realized that I wasn't gonna earn the same amount of money that I was previously. Therefore, I was probably gonna have to change my living situation. I think I started looking in December, in January, for rooms. And then I started realizing that when you have a pet, it's so much harder to find a room for rent anywhere. I found rooms were available in my budget, but it was my cat that was always like, it was hard. Having had my cat for 3 years at this point. I got her in Colorado when I had that journey. She's honestly has become my emotional support. I decided to just move back home. Living at my sister's makes more sense for me, but my nieces are allergic to cats, so that's why my cat is at my parents' house and she's indoors and she's safe and she's being taken care of. So I'm in the IE again. I actually ran into a viewer at IHOP the other day when I went with my parents the other day. Oh shoot, I think her name was Jacqueline. It was really sweet, and it honestly, I don't know, just being in the IE again, being in like my hometown, it's reminded me of like, when I began my journey on YouTube and like why I did it. It was such a like therapeutic thing for me and a way to express myself. It's been such an adjustment. It's been a big change, but I think it is honestly exactly where I need to be right now. Like I have no rush or pressure to like move or live anywhere right now. That's all up in the air, and I'm kind of just letting it figure itself out. Because honestly, the past like 6-8 months, I've just been worrying about finances that I have not gone anywhere. I have not even thought about like leaving California, let alone Southern California, let alone just a 20-mile radius of me. Now I'm just kind of like shifting my mind again, just being like, oh, I'm actually free to go anywhere I'd like. Not anywhere, but you know, I can go to a lot of places. Why am I not going there? At the end of last year, I did, in my mind, have that realization that I did want to be closer to family. I did want to like make sure that I see them more. I just wanted to like really, you know, put importance onto my relationships with my family and just in general with friendships and all that. So it's kind of weird how this is kind of happening now, because I don't know, I just didn't think that I would be here, but I am, and I'm fine, and everything is fine. Like the world is not fine, but but like currently right now, like we're okay. Girl, okay. My Saturn return is kicking my ass. My Saturn return is like it's grueling. Anyone in the ages of 28 to 30 right now, like, are y'all okay? I'm 28. I feel like I blinked and I became 28. Like I was 21. I blinked and I became 28. I don't understand. The moment 27 happened, my life like turned upside down, you guys. Every area of my life. 28 has also felt like really, you know, strong. It's really hard, strong, and challenging, especially like in my career and again, just like my purpose. That's been like such a big highlight of my life. I honestly haven't been dating or even like been thinking about dating because I'm just like, I'm too preoccupied with like thinking about my existence. One big thing that I've been thinking about is the option of going back to school to get my master's. This has been something I've been going through and thinking about in the background. Like, I obviously don't want to speak about it if I haven't gotten into anywhere. Like, I don't know. I just wanted to like move silently in that area of my life. So I actually applied to a Cal State program and I was banking on that. I was like, yes, I'm going to get into this program and then I'm going to get my master's and then period, my career is set. I didn't get in. I didn't fucking get in. And actually it was a social work program, which was like my first major ever until I switched to psychology. And I really was like convinced that it was like the route that I needed to go on, that I wanted to go on. And honestly, not getting in made me realize that I was really, really trying hard to convince myself that that was for me, which is not what you want to do. You know, you shouldn't have to convince yourself of anything. You should just like know that you want it. I've met a few friends that work in social work and it's like so hard. But I think if you do want to do that, like, do it. But not getting in made me realize like, oh wait, maybe I'm just like rushing into like different walls, just being like, something choose me, something pick me. And it's like, why don't you just create your own path? Right now, I applied to a clinical psychology master's program. Actually, I just heard back that I was going to do an interview this upcoming week. So that's what I'm also going through. I am possibly going to go back to school. I don't know. I'm still thinking about everything and all of that. I know a lot of people are also thinking about that because honestly, it's been so hard to have a career or like build a career or get a job without a master's, which is so stupid. It's ridiculous. Like it makes no sense to like put yourself in debt just to be able to pay it off for the rest of your life. Like, I don't know. I have many, many thoughts about all of this, but I would also be I get it also because like you need to go through the like actual training and to be able to like properly and ethically and professionally like offer that service, right? But I don't know. I'm honestly thinking about a lot of things, but I also could just see myself remaining at a regular job and creating videos and just chilling for the rest of my life as well. Maybe I'm good. Maybe I don't need to do anything. Like maybe I just need to be chilling and just like do things that I like and do things that are fun for me, this is one of those things. So yeah, being parked in a Target parking lot while talking to a camera. Yeah, that's basically the gist of my life, what my life looks like currently, what I've been going through. I plan to film more of these on a regular basis, so I'll see you in the next one. Don't be so harsh in the comments, okay? I'm literally pouring out my heart to the internet right now, which has scarred me in the past. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here and being so supportive throughout all the years. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I think there's a couple that's been like staring at me and laughing at me this entire time, but you know what, it's fine, and I don't care what other people think about me. Okay, bye.